Okay, viewers, Moosen Spiel!
Yay, sake!
Yay, wine! Oh shit, third glass, here we go. I'm doing it.
You getting your third glass?
Yeah, cupcake red velvet.
I don't know how many glasses of sake this is, but my glass is much smaller.
I am drinking wine out of a legit wine glass, so I'm not totally white trash.
I'm drinking sake out of a legit
I got a good wine story for you.
Okay.
Then we can complain about James Cameron. That's what all Metroid Prime is, because we're not physically playing at the same time and figuring shit out. We can actually just bitch.
Yeah. Because usually, like one of us is so caught up in actually playing the game.
Yeah, we can't really contribute.
Yeah.
Both. Yeah, it's just one of us talking.
But since like we already pre-recorded this, because the game's just impossible to play the first time through.
Yeah. And even going through it a second time, I'm like, shit. What do I do again?
Yeah, exactly. Because it's meant to be sort of cryptic.
So again, can't destroy those things.
So what's your wine story?
So my wine story comes from college.
Okay.
I have a bunch of beer glasses, right?
Yep.
As you see in front of you, I got Steins from Deutschland and bigger Steins and fancy glasses
from Doucheland.
Oh, you bitch!
Oh, it's so
Never
funny.
heard that one before. Douche in
heard...
German means shower, by the way. That was fun to say.
So
I'm gonna go take a giant douche. It's gonna feel so good when I take this douche.
Yeah. So whenever I see a German person, I'll be like, "Can I give you a douche?"
No, can I give you a douche?
A doucher. Can I give you a doucher?
It's douche with an E at the end, so you say it.
Okay, doucher.
Douche.
A douchey.
Shut up. So, in college, my roommate Ben, at the time,
gave you a douchey.
He what was I doing? Let's just assume I was coming home from class. Okay. And it's like 7 o'clock at night, and I see he has a girl, and he's over by the bar. Because we had a bar in the house.
Okay.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. You try not to live in the dorms in the middle of nowhere. You and like 4 other guys rent a house.
Yeah. That's way better.
So. The house had a bar, and I see him with a girl he's, I guess, dating at the time, or is trying to anyways. And not only are they drinking wine out of my beer glasses...
Sad.
It's box wine.
Oh. He is a motherfucking douche.
So I mean, you complained that he's not douchey, but...
No, I'm just saying.
So you've complained about roommates, like, using your shit without your permission?
No, it's losing my shit without my permission.
Oh, well, losing, it still kind of gets on your nerves. Well, when I saw this, I was like, oh my god, he's using my beer glass, he's not asking. And then I saw he's drinking box wine out of it. I was like, I can't even say anything at this point.
Yeah, exactly. He's too far gone. That's the difficulty I have with my roommate right now. It's like, I could say stuff to him, but he's just such a fucking idiot that I don't think it would even matter.
Oh my god.
He is. I mean, by the time this comes out, we'll have been sworn, he'll have moved out already and all that shit. I'll probably be in Niger by the time this comes out.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'll be on a different continent.
Possible. I don't know. So, I don't know. I've never had a bad roommate, luckily. Because to me, a bad roommate is someone who doesn't pay rent, comes up with excuses. Hold on.
Look at that lovely landscape. Looks like white.
I thought something happened
See,
here.
this is another major difference between games of this era and like modern games. Is that in modern games, I would have been like they would have like creamed their pants with the anticipation of drawing like this beautiful background, the 3D art rendered like.
Oh, I still see that in the Ratchet and Clank games. I take in the environment because it's so well done.
Yeah, it's like they look for every opportunity to like draw on this.
So here's my problem
background. With douches,
with Ice World here. It all looks the fucking same.
Yeah, exactly.
Really
look,
annoying.
It's giant raptor slugs.
Yeah, and they kick my ass.
They
kick some ass.
You're supposed to be using like your missiles or something, right?
Straight. Well, I have to get to their butts and shoot them.
Yeah, you have to shoot them in the butt.
But they got big teeth. Shit, what were we talking about?
Well, we're talking about the German
roommates. So never had a bad roommate, because to me a bad roommate is one who doesn't pay rent and comes up with excuses and blah blah blah.
And they're just unreliable and stuff. That would be this guy, except that his dad is paying his rent. So
so he has no responsibility.
He's not even capable of responsibility. This guy's like a complete fucking man-child.
So I've been very fortunate at that, and I make it clear before. It's like, look, I know we're roommates and I know we're friends, but I will not hesitate to kick your ass out if you start not being able to pay rent.
Yeah, of course. Well, I mean, that's why you always get the last month's rent as deposit. So if they ever miss rent, then you'll be like, okay, you're moving out at the end of the month. Like, that's what you do, right?
Actually, that's not a bad idea. I never thought of that.
Well, of course. That's how you protect yourself.
I just say you got 30 days or you're out.
I mean, it's still shitty for you because you got to replace the person and you only got like 2 weeks to do it.
Yeah, I've never been in the situation where I need a roommate. I've been fortunate with that. Like in Louisiana, I just had a 2-bedroom apartment, and my buddy from college, for example, I was like, "Hey, you got a job? Just fucking live with me. I got an extra room."
And it worked out.
It was good. He always paid rent. He was good. Sure, he was a bit messy, but whatever.
See, to me, that's what I can't stand about people is when they're like, just inconsiderate messy.
Well, see, I knew coming down that he was a bit messy, so I said, just leave it in your room and we won't have a problem.
Right, because you were only renting anyways.
Right.
Problem is, like, I own my place, so it's like.
Yeah, that would be a different.
That's
story.
when like messiness actually starts causing damage that I actually have to take care of.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I was camping up here. I didn't want to fuck with him.
That's fine. Nothing wrong with camping the non-human people. So, who else are we going to complain about? We complain about James Cameron and Scarlett Johansson.
Oh yeah, why did this dude get mad at you for saying James Cameron can't write?
Oh, he's just an arrogant asshole is all it is.
I mean, why? What was his reason?
I don't know. It's just one of those times
because James Cameron's one of the most famous directors of all time.
Well, he just kind of like it's not like he had a real reason. He just kind of scoffed, or
he just really liked Avatar. Yeah, botched another jump. Shocker.
Yeah. He's just one of those guys who's really arrogant, and it's like his way is the highway, his way or the highway, that kind of thing. I don't know. And I'm one of those people. It's like I'll say my opinion whether you want to hear it or not. I don't give a fuck. I'll still say it, right? And it doesn't even mean that I agree with it. Sometimes I think about what I say. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if that's so correct, but I'll still say it because I'm feeling it at the time, right?
Yeah.
I went back and I was like, maybe I probably like James Cameron more than I let on.
So I got another upgrade.
So it's still a ball, so you still get to turn into a ball, but what do you do this time? Boost ball, okay.
Yeah.
So you get to boost your balls. So this guy.
So now I can go on ramps and shit.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So we saw one at the beginning of the game, and
so
So
am I correct in saying you get to boost your balls up the shaft?
Yes, you are correct.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. You are. That was well put. Well put.
No, like if we really want to start complaining about social justice, I see.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like the boost ball.
So it's just this one.
It does have some annoying aspects to it, though. What the game wants you to do with it.
Yeah. So
you'll see one part in particular in the future.
Okay. So yeah, this guy the first, because it's a 2-year program and I just finished it. The first year we were all right together. Like we at first, I just thought he was a guy who had a lot of interest that I was kind of interested in. Thought he might be a cool guy to get to know. Seemed to be like a bit haughty or whatever, but whatever, I don't care. But then we did some projects together, like some assignments together, and I was like, man, this guy's kind of an ass. I don't want to really deal with him.
So would you say, because I've had some experience, I mean, we've all been there where we're on a team of some sort and one guy doesn't pull his weight at all.
No, he's not like that.
He's not like that guy?
No. He's an ass. He's not a deadbeat.
He's just not a good person to work with.
Well, he just thinks he's one of those guys who thinks his shit smells like roses. And so he's just So I was talking. So Brad, my other friend, Brad posted something on his Facebook over the summer saying like about like the whole SJW controversy.
Social justice warrior.
Social justice warriors being social justice warriors.
Canada's got a hard on for that, man.
Fucking social justice warriors and fucking like people I really respect are like fucking social justice warriors, and I'm like, you realize this isn't half as big of a deal as you're making it.
Like the Australian girl.
Oh, I gotta pull that. We'll have to pull up that news story some other time.
Oh man,
so I can actually like just the horrific thing that people are getting away with in universities, like just complete fucking bullshit. But
I really like the Australian story.
So
cutscene.
Yeah. So Brad was saying something.
Hold that thought.
What?
This is important.
Is it? Okay, it's a dragon. It's like Game of Thrones or something.
Not a dragon. God. Fucking Ridley.
Where's Cersei?
Ah!
Cersei Lannister. Where's
continue.
What's the name? Khaleesi. Where's Khaleesi? Okay.
Shit.
So so Brad was saying something about like it was about the whole Gamergate thing, about all the kind of bullshit fake journalism that like those feminist websites do on video games.
Okay.
Talking about how like it's all just male culture being misogynistic and bullshit. And it's like, well, actually, the only reason video games are around is because of males. Thank you very much. Because it was specifically because when the game industry crashed in the 80s, the only thing that revived it was that they actually made it male-oriented. Because if they had kept on doing what they were doing, which is gender-neutral, it would have never succeeded. Because that's why it crashed, right? Because they were trying to make them like pinballs, a bit like pinball machines, like that kind of crowd. And the only reason they actually revived it is because they started catering towards males. That's the whole reason we have to
you're not wrong.
Yeah, I didn't say that to Brad, but I said like I said some things about how it was lazy journalism and how it was kind of bullshit, and then the main thing I said was that
you see that a lot with journalism today. There's not a lot of research.
Okay, don't get me off track. So I said. The main point I said is that like, but actually I don't really think feminists are out to make the world a better place, which is like Brad's main point. It's like, well, they're just trying to make the world a better place. So I was like, I don't really think so. I think they're trying to make it a better place for them. I think they're trying to make it a worse place for other people. They're just trying to make it according to their interests and their agenda.
You see that with a lot of different groups, though.
Yeah, exactly, right? It's all self-interest. That's all humans are.
It's all self-interest.
Humans are just selfish people.
Yeah.
So this guy gets on. This guy kind of like busting on the conversation, which is totally cool. On like it's Facebook, right? Busting on the conversation all you want. And then he just says a bunch of stuff about how like how ignorant I am and that kind of thing. And so it was like fair stuff, you know. It wasn't like he was off topic and ranting or anything. And so I was like, oh, okay. So I sent a friendly reply back, a bit humble and also kind of like, well, here's where I'm coming from, sort of thing. And then he just sent like the most arrogant reply in response saying, well, I wasn't even planning on responding to this comment, but I guess I'll say something anyways. And then it's like,
so he's already started off as
fucking
being an
get
asshole.
over yourself, buddy.
Yeah.
Like you're not that fucking special. Like you really aren't. You think you are, but you're not. And it's like at that point I was like, fuck it. You don't mean anything to me at this point. I don't care.
So it's funny you mentioned that because we had a similar conversation. I guess it was last weekend. So I'm trying this again.
I don't even know how that's I don't even see how that's possible, to be honest.
I know it's possible because I've done it once.
Right.
So we had a similar conversation because it's funny you mentioned that kind of topic where people just can't handle other people's opinions.
Right.
So especially with I've noticed coming to Canada. I didn't see it a lot in Germany because Germans they have that I don't care attitude.
Yeah.
It's like your business is your business. It doesn't affect me kind of deal.
Right.
So coming to Canada, Canada's not much different than the States, as I would say America, but I've been very vastly corrected every time I say that now. Like, Canada's part of America, North America.
Well,
anyways,
anybody who makes a big deal about that though just doesn't understand the history.
They're just busting my balls.
Yeah.
So coming to Canada, it's because there's so many, as you said, social justice warriors or feminists or heavy liberals, and it's like, okay, I'm not saying I'm a huge left-wing Republican or right-wing liberal or whatever the wing it is, but if you have a different opinion than somebody, let's say I was a devoted Christian and very Christian beliefs, and I don't believe in abortion, for example. Right. For example, if I go to, I don't know, Ossington and say I don't believe in abortion, I would get my throat slit.
Well, I mean, I think you'd have to have a good reason. No, you wouldn't. People just ignore you and think you're a jerk. But you'd have to have a good reason to, like, bring up a topic like that all of a sudden. I mean, but you're right. Like, people are not, like, as tolerant as they think they are.
No, they're not. They are not. As soon as they meet somebody who has a different view than theirs that they think is wrong, they get in your face about it.
Yeah.
And growing up in the deep South, and even going to Michigan, I was like, okay, maybe if I go and live in Toronto, for example, where I'm living now, maybe people will be more open-minded about everything. It's like, okay, you have a different belief than me. I'm okay with that. I may not agree with it, but who cares?
Well, that's the thing. Is like
and not everybody's like that, and it's nuts. It's very surreal to me to realize that.
Yeah. So that's the irritating thing about liberalism, or like you actually almost did it that time.
Yeah, so I'm practicing.
Yeah. And this is the video you decided to show. Okay, sure. So this is but this is the ironic part about liberalism, is that it's actually not very liberal. You know, like modern liberalism is not liberal anymore.
The whole idea is to be open-minded to all these different things.
But it's not open-minded at all.
So you meet a person who, because the big thing right now is the LGBT community. And yes, okay, they get fucked in so many ways.
Oh, you did it!
Yeah, I did it.
Yo, you got it. Yo, wow. Well, now you have to do it with this one.
Now I have to do it again. So they get fucked in so many. They get screwed in so many laws and everything.
Yeah.
But let's say you meet a person. I'm not saying I'm one of them. I'm just saying let's say you meet a person who is firmly against, what they stand for.
Yeah.
Okay. It may be wrong. It may be wrong. To my idea, and it may be what it comes down to. It's someone believing something different.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's about, but this is where they get off.
They look at him like they get so angry about it.
Yeah, but this is where they get off, because they think that there's no bigger crime than racism. They think that racism is always intolerable, and so that's their moral high ground. Is they say, well, you're never allowed to hate people based on things like race or gender or things like that. But then what they do is they start importing that like sort of moral high ground over every single fucking issue, and they turn everything into racism even when it isn't, because they want to stop. They don't want to have to encounter other people's ideas and other people's beliefs.
Botch another jump.
You landed in the magma. Saw that one coming. But yeah.
No, it's nuts. It's a very surreal thing, because I thought coming to a place like Canada, I was like, oh, everyone's gonna be super nice, and I can think whatever I want, and I'm not totally naive to think that everybody's going to be open-minded, but I thought a good majority was. But I'm going into Hunter's Landing once a week, and holy crap, I'm getting into so many arguments.
Well, yeah.
And I'm not even starting them. It's literally someone getting into my face saying, I'm thinking differently than them, I'm wrong.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with saying so. Like, I mean, you can totally say that somebody's wrong. There's nothing wrong with saying somebody's wrong when they have...
But making such a stink about it is irritating.
Well, it depends on... I don't know what issues you're talking about. Like, I don't know what you guys are actually arguing about at Hunter's Landing.
Well, I had I witnessed a dude walking out on a check, and I described him as the tall black guy with the Arabic girlfriend.
That's what you said? Like verbatim?
Yeah.
And people had a problem with that.
And a girl gets in my face and goes, you need to describe them, not talking about their skin color and where they come from.
Well, that's how you describe people, bitch. Get the fuck out of the way.
And I was like, well, how would you describe them? I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Like, no, they're not black. I could say,
hey, did you just see that the two asshole couple that just walked out on the check? No, that's not going to describe who they are at all.
Yeah,
that could be just anybody.
Yeah. Well, you're supposed to describe them by the content of the character. So that girl you would describe as a fucking bitch.
She is a bitch.
I
literally told the waitress, who lost her tip and the bill, that these douchebags walked out on the bill and described who they were. So maybe that if they walk in, the next day.
Well, I mean, it's not exactly like, an airtight description, right? I'm sure there's a lot of people who look like that.
Yeah.
But not that matters. But like, there's nothing wrong with describing somebody by their.
She knows who she was serving.
There's nothing wrong with describing somebody by their ethnicity. It's what the police do. Well, actually, that's going to get me in trouble.
Yeah, that's a way different topic.
People are not going to accept that. People are going to be like, the police do it, then you definitely can't. Yeah, so there's absolutely nothing wrong with describing somebody by their skin tone. Yeah. Because guess what?
So that's just
a defining characteristic.
So that's just one example.
Yeah. So you know what we're going to do on the next one? I found this article on the Australian. This crazy Australian Aborigine lady who can't handle the real world because she's been fucking coddled her whole life and being told that it's okay to call everybody racist if they disagree with you. So we're going to talk about that on the next one, okay?
Oh my god, I love this story.
It's going to be a good one.
Oh god. Next time. Oh man.